Sometimes we're our own worst enemy with forcing limitations on ourselves or being critical of ourselves for our natural essence, things we consider flaws. This video is about reminding you that some of the things you consider a flaw when you're out in the dating world or meeting new colleagues at work are actually things that are very attractive to other people meeting you. I've got 6 of those attractive flaws, if you will, that I want to discuss with you today. And the first of those is if you're easily embarrassed. If you're one of those people that turns red easily, you blush, you feel hot, you feel like you're sticking out when somebody says something that causes you embarrassment, take heart. That actual characteristic is really attractive to a lot of people because it shows others that you're genuine, that you're sincere. It makes you vulnerable without your awareness of it or going along with it. And when you make yourself vulnerable to others, others like you more. They're more drawn to you. So if you have this flaw, know that the genuineness that it depicts is actually very attractive, especially to men. Secondly, if you're prone to shyness, people who hold back or are shy or they're better listeners than talkers, they don't share a lot about themselves. In a world where everybody is talking and telling you everything, it's really refreshing to be around someone shy. And when someone is shy, we see them as someone we want to be with. We automatically trust them more. We don't really know if they're shy or if they're just being quiet or secretive, but no matter what, it's refreshing. And when you're in a dating scenario, it can be looked at that you're very mysterious because where others will tell you everything about themselves in one meetup, you kind of hold back and you're going to be a better listener. And a lot of people need to be listened to, they need to be heard, and they like your quiet mannerisms. The third one, if you're clumsy in nature. I know so many people that talk all the time about what a klutz they are. They spill something or they trip on their way over to meeting someone. Whatever those things are, know in advance it is a automatic way to engage others. People want to help. And when they see you stumble or they see you drop something or whatever, most people will rush in to try and help you or get you up and check you're okay. When you're clumsy, you're telling others without ever voicing it that you're vulnerable and you're on display when you're clumsy in a real sense. So rather than feeling bad about that or worrying about that or making excuses for it, just embrace it. It's who you are. Some people are just that way. And I know for myself, I automatically am drawn to a klutz because I have my own klutzy behaviors and it makes me feel reassured. This was another one that men found attractive. Women, not so much. They like their men not to be too clumsy, but yet they were accepting of it. And it did have the same effect. It makes them more genuine and more vulnerable. The next one is a tendency to be able to laugh at yourself. There is not one person I know who isn't happier being around someone with a good sense of humor. And when you can see the silliness, the funniness in your own quirks or things you do, you're going to endear others to you. We all need more of that. So if you have a good sense of who you are, you can laugh with life, you can roll with the punches, and you're not afraid to make fun of yourself from time to time without being demeaning, then that is a very attractive feature to have. The next one, radical honesty. Let's face it, when people are radically honest, it can be really hard to hear that. They don't necessarily have a lot of people after them, but the people who are with them trust them more. They've earned respect. And we automatically put those people in a category as being more honest. We trust that when people are radically honest, that they're shooting straight with you. They trust you with the news that they're telling you. That's a very important trait to have. In a world where everybody tries to conform and tell you what you want to hear, when somebody stands up and tells you the truth of what they see, that is a good friend indeed. And lastly, a propensity to overshare. Okay, I know people who tell me everything in the first 10 minutes that I am with them. I'm going to tell you, when I'm going to a new meeting or if I were dating, I would find that very comforting, and many people do, because at the end of the day, we all want to be included. And people who overshare are telling you their life story. They're showing you they're transparent. You see them as more genuine. Maybe they're persons, but no matter what, they make you feel included. And when you feel included, you feel more comfortable, more at ease. I'm not saying you might want a second, third, or to date or to marry this person, but I am saying when you're around an overshare, especially when it's a new situation, it's comforting and you're grateful for this person's company. Many times I see people who struggle with social anxieties, and the reason they're feeling this great anxiety is they put a lot of pressure on themselves to overcome these natural traits. Don't do that. This is your essence. Flaunt it. Embrace it. When others see that you're cool with what you consider a flaw, you're going to draw them to you, and they're going to want to be around you more because they see you as genuine and sincere.